Peace and greetings. I pray all is well with each and every one of you. And I pray that you're doing productive things as we're in the quarantine for the pandemic, coming out of the pandemic. And let me rephrase that coming out of the restrictions as different states are reopening at phased levels. But the purpose of me dropping this video is it was prompted by my last couple of conversations I had with people in reference to the situation that we're in, specifically words that are being used and tossed around to continue to condition us. So I just want to speak on a few of them. I won't be long, but I just want to touch base because I believe it's not believe, but I understand and know that we should stay sharp. And in order to manifest the God within us, we need to be focused on, with laser beam focus, on words and actions that help promote that force within us. So within the conversations, one of the first things is we were checking in on each other, and I pray that each of you are doing that with loved ones and friends, calling, checking in, keeping spirits high, getting outside, since it's now becoming warmer, to get some of those rays, the vitamin D, as well as just being outside and not stuck inside your house. So going back to the conversations, the first thing the person in that first conversation, the person said, well, we're talking about social distancing. And I chuckled because I said that's an oxymoron. Because in essence, the very essence of being social is to be around and be among people. And in that aspect, you are vibrating with each other. You are feeling each other. You are feeling each other. You are, lack of a better term, vibing with each other, which has rejuvenative properties, especially if you're speaking on things that are uplifting and that are positive. So distancing, to be distant from that, that does not go together. Now, someone may say, well, you can be social and distance. You can use your phone, you can use other devices, call and talk to someone and still have that same feeling. It's artificial. That's like AI, artificial intelligence. It's not real. It's different when you are feeling the person, when you are in the presence of. It's organic and it's dynamic with the conversations. So again, that's social distancing is an oxymoron. And the reason I bring it up, because it's about conditioning. So words are being put together to condition. So I'll backtrack for a moment. How things come to existence. First, there's a belief, which is not necessarily substantiated by fact. Then you have faith. And once faith is then put with the belief, then it becomes real when it is not, in essence, real. Well, what's your point, brother? Well, my point is, in each of us, there's the God force. And within that God force, God has the essence to make something out of nothing. Hence the verses in the Bible. First there was the Word, then the Word became flesh. So that can be used against you also, because then it becomes like a mantra. If you keep repeating it, then it becomes a mantra, becomes a sutra. Then that you put faith, but you have that belief, then you have faith behind it, add faith to it, then it becomes real. So this oxymoron, which is social distancing, which is not real, becomes real, and it becomes another false construct that is enacted. The second phrase that came up in the conversation was alone together. So you notice how words are being put together, alone together, another oxymoron. All under the construct, all under the umbrella of what is called the new normal. Now, this particular conversation, when I was vibing with my number one, or my first princess, my oldest, we were having a conversation, and it came up in the conversation, and I said, well, there's no such thing as the new normal. That's an oxymoron. She started laughing. I said, because what's normal is normal. There is nothing new about a normal. Normal is normal. What is considered new or normalizing, if you will, some other condition is actually a new condition. It's not normal. So again, I bring it up because it's about staying sharp, focused, laser focused, so that you don't have created and accept the conditioning that helps us to continue to go down this rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland, forgive me. So when we continue to speak about the whole concept of the new normal, then it dawned on me, I said, babe, actually, if we're talking about being normal or getting back to normal, as you hear that phrase, I said, in my lifetime, in your lifetime, and one can argue since the inception of this country, the establishment of this country, we have not ever actually seen what was normal. Because normal would be what is in harmony and being in harmony and oneness with the Creator, meaning your every thought, your every action that's manifested from the thought, from the spirit, is in harmony with the creative force, which people can call God, Allah, Jehovah, Jesus, the universe, the Creator, etc. We have not seen it because we have not ever lived in it. Because if we study, or even when all of us have been to school and they talk about the creation of the United States, for example, the establishment of the United States, based upon what I've learned in history, it was created upon deception, lie, and violence. That's not normal. That's what I just stated. Deception, lie, and violence. So we have to be mindful. It just prompted me to want to share those thoughts with you in reference to, quote, the new normal and the continuing of the conditioning to have us be something other than what we actually are from birth, from the essence of within. So stay sharp, stay focused, be mindful of the words that are being introduced to you in combination, either singularly or in combination, so that you can stay sharp. Iron sharps iron, steel sharp steel. So we need to stay on it. Peace, Hotep, one love, and we'll keep it moving. Pay attention. Stay safe. Stay safe. And stay rejuvenating of each other. So as we reopen, as I said earlier, as the states reopen in terms of their restrictions, reducing restrictions, just make sure you stay healthy and you stay sharp on yours so that you can continue to manifest with the spirit and with the energy that the Creator within you has always been in, so that we can go ahead and change this whole thing around and make the world the way it was in the very beginning, which was normal. I'm out.